I can say it was my fault 100%. Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mide Yusuf, and usually I go lifestyle and just talk about whatever story I have. But today I'm going to be talking about getting a sponsorship if I came to the UK knowing what I know now. I'm just saying it to help whoever is out there thinking of coming to the UK, has already arrived. I've made videos about coming to the UK, but I feel like I wasn't very serious and capable at that time. And I think now that time has taught me stuff. If I went back in time, I would do things differently. This is more or less a list of things that I needed of you to get a visa sponsorship as quickly as possible. And I don't just want anybody to be in that situation because it can make you feel very tired and stressed. And I don't know why my neighbor is making noise upstairs, but God help her. So this is supposed to help you in your visa search, either as a new student or as a graduate. And what I learned in the long term is once your school has given you a visa, you've done your masters, they've given you a paper, that's it. That is it. That's the end of it. Like they will say join the alumni group or whatever, but nothing really happens after that. And I think it's something that they're trying to talk about in parliament now, that universities do not really prepare international students well to go into the market, the job market in the UK. After taking double the fees, they just let you find your way, and that's kind of unfair. That, in fact, it is unfair. Number one is, I'll say volunteer. I know that you have 20 hours, but try to volunteer, maybe online or something. Try to volunteer in any way you can. Like, just do it to get experience on your CV. On weeks where you don't really get work from your job, you can volunteer and just do something around your area. And another way you can get free housing, I know this is out of pocket, but you can get free housing by working with your 20 hours with your accommodation. So my accommodations either give you discounts or give you free housing entirely. Number two, do something unpaid online, whether with it's still more or less volunteering, but this is more like an internship kind of thing. Do it online with the company that aligns with your cost. Do something unpaid with them. I know it still falls under the same thing as volunteering, but volunteering, I mean, like maybe at the charity shop, do courses as well. Santander has an academy where they do different courses. Do them and just add more things to your CV. Save money, save money, save money, save money, save money. I can't say this enough. I know you have to pay your school fees. I know you have to pay your rent, but please, 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 I wish somebody told me save money. Not that I had a lot to save, but I wish I did anyway. It is so difficult to find a visa sponsorship and then find it and then not have money, or now have to start worrying about asking people to borrow you money to pay for your sponsorship. Yes, I'm saying pay for your sponsorship. By paying for your sponsorship, I'm not saying that you're buying the sponsorship, but I'm saying that when you have to apply for that visa, you have to pay certain money to the UK government, and you don't want to be stranded. You don't want to lose that opportunity because you don't now have that money. And some companies loan you the money. They loan you the money, but at the same time, me personally, I like the last time my visa expired before this one, when I was in uni, and my school was like, do I have any money to pay for my visa sponsorship? I didn't even think about the fact that, oh, they may actually want to pay it for me, but I just wanted it out of the way. I just wanted to do what I needed to do. I didn't want to be a liability to them anymore because, one, they're already giving me the visa sponsorship, so I just wanted it out of the way and everything. So save money. You don't want anything to happen to you, or you don't want to need money and not have money. Save money. I can't say it enough. Just save money. You don't want to be a liability on anybody, and you don't want to be a liability on yourself when you actually need the money. And with the money issue, you want money to be the list of your problems. Four, I didn't even write this down. Do not be scared to leave where you are. Like, I know you may land in a city up north or up south. Like, do not be scared to leave your city if that opportunity arises. If it's a Manchester, if it's a Liverpool, do not be scared because you don't have anyone to go with you, or none of your friends are going there. Because let me tell you, when that time comes for them to go for their visa sponsorship, they will leave you and they will go. So do not be scared to move on your own or do anything on your own. I have plans A to Z. I can't tell you about all the plans I had. See, mention a letter, and I did have a plan. So there was a plan A to Z, and it was just like worst comes to worst, worst comes to worst, worst comes to worst. And I'm so glad and so grateful to God that He did not really allow me take take go through with some plots I had. So I would just say have plan A to Z. That would make you feel lighter, and that would make you feel, a bit better. But please do not relax entirely. Job applications, like, I know the rejections you will get. I was just telling my colleague yesterday that one thing that is annoying about job applications are the rejections, but one more thing that I hate more than job rejections are house rejections from landlords. And that one is another video entirely. But the landlords, the way they reject you, especially in London, is so annoying, and so it's so annoying. I cannot explain any further except in another video. Apply and apply and apply, and I know the rejections will come in, and I know the rejections will hurt, but just apply, 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 apply. Do not spend your post-study visa doing anything that would not help you get your visa sponsorship. Like for me, I was working with a company, and when that opportunity came to come to my company with my current visa, I did it, and thankfully it all worked out. But I'm just saying, please and please and please and please, if you can, do your very best to apply as much as possible. Take those rejections in, take it like a champ, because when that peace of mind comes, you'll be able to fully relax. You'll be able to like detox. Just apply and apply and apply, and the rejections will come. But talk to people, make yourself happy, eat what you have to, be strong, and keep applying. Networking, when it comes to networking, I'm not talking about LinkedIn and all that stuff. I'm talking about in person. One thing that I hated that I did not do is go to event schools were hosting, whatever events they were hosting. Even if it had nothing to do with my department, I should have been networking. I should have been talking to people. I should have been out there. I should have been looking for events relating to my course in London, in anywhere in the UK, and going to it. I should have been networking. One is not only going to help you with your professional life, it's going to help you meet people, and it's going to help you in your dating life as well. So just network and network and network. You never know who you're going to meet. You never know, some people got really lucky. I won't even say it's luck, but I mean, it was made easy for them that they already met a partner or had a partner. So when it came time for visa sponsorship, they just got married. That is another thing when it comes to networking as well. You'll meet people you could date, fall in love with, and get married to. But then let's not make that a major part of what we're discussing. Just network to help your career and help you, especially as a student. I had one person once say that they networked, met a really good person, and the person said, oh, apply to this company, and they got the job. So let me just say, it's really easy to get comfortable. I'm going to say, like, you need to deny yourself comfort sometimes. I got really, really comfortable when I was at my former job, and then I went to Nigeria and they changed the visa rules, and then my mind was like, you can't be too comfortable anymore. Stand up, try and fight it to not be too comfortable, because otherwise you will have to fight it in the long run, and it will be hard because it will be rushed, and you don't want it. Your independence, when I say your independence, I need you to know when to be independent and when to depend on people. I need you to remember that in our whole lives, as we are as human beings, we know friends that we can call when we're sick. We know friends that we can call when we want to party. We know the party friends cannot do anything for us when we're sick. We know the ones that are sick can party with us. We know, let's be honest with ourselves. We know who is who, and we know how far people will go for us. And that's what I'm going to say. It took me a long time to realize the people that are actually for me. So you need to prioritize your friendship when it comes to certain situations in your life, and ensure that whoever you're with is someone that appreciates you as much as you appreciate them. Make sure that thing is reciprocal, and make sure that you know when to be independent. When I had my visa struggles, man, I knew when to shut everybody out. Everybody I knew that could not help me, I knew how to shut them out. And it wasn't that, like, now I've gotten my visa, our friendship has continued, or our family love has continued, or something like that. But when it came to it, my sisters, my cousins, I literally like just put on hold on our relationship, because I needed to focus on how I was going to stay in the country, and when to actually fight for yourself. I am not going to lie to you. You need to know when to fight for yourself. You need to know when not to listen to people. You need to know when, because sometimes people just be, oh, I don't think they can do anything. Listen to the voice in your head. Listen to the voice of God that tells you something can be done. The one message I got was that if you don't fight for yourself, your case will be used as an educational case to help other people, to guide other people. So I said I might as well fight for myself, win, and my case can still be used to help other people. That was what I said to myself. Know when to be serious, know when to decline parties, know when to say no, know when to focus on your life, know when to focus on the studies, know when to focus on applying for jobs. I do not want you to be like me. Failing was such a big mistake, and if I could go back in time, I would know when to say no and when to just sit back and just focus on my life. I look so serious saying this, don't I? Don't isolate yourself, but just know when to be alone. And also, especially if you're living on your own for the first time, I beg you and I beg you and I beg you, try to live on your own. Like truly, like understand what you want to do now that you live on your own. What are my priorities? What am I going to be doing? What do I want to be doing? Try to focus on those things and create that plan for yourself. Because me, I was living on my own for the first time. As somebody who was being caged and not allowed to actually be herself, I went ballistic. I went crazy. So I don't want that to happen to you. It's not now that I'm doing things I think I should have done then. And then I think life would have been so much easier for me. But I'm just telling you, if you can, prioritize yourself, prioritize what to do and when to do it, prioritize who to be around and who not to be around. Ask God for discernment. Discernment, you really need it. Discernment will help you in a lot of things when it comes to your first time in the UK. Who to hang around and who not to hang around. Trust me, people are being sent back home. You might not hear about it because they'll just tell you, oh, UK is hard. I don't really like it there. I said I should come and just be with my family. UK is not for everybody. You don't know what they've done. You don't know who has covered them. You don't know what has happened. Be mindful and ask God for discernment. And that way you can save yourself from so much. Because nobody will tell you, oh, I got in trouble. I did this. I did that. I was deported. They'll just tell you that, oh, I just came back. UK is not for everybody. Attend uni events. I know I said that. That's part of the networking stuff. Attend uni events. Become a staff if you can, and just network, network, network. I have a very crazy and imaginative mind, and that's why I'm telling you determination. The first time my visa expired, I was just imagining, oh, so they would send me back home because people were inviting me out. So my imagination was like, these people that are inviting you out now, once you go back to Nigeria, after first week, second week, you guys will not talk again. That will be the end of the friendship. That's going to be how everything will just go down in flames, and you're going to be back in Nigeria. You're going to have to start this process all over again. Let me just tell you now, it's easier for you to try to extend your visa while you're in the UK than for you to go back home, because a lot of people would want you to go back home. Then for you to go back home and start all over again, now you have an history. Now they have to, because now they can't forcibly remove you or say that you didn't do this or do that. But coming back would be like, oh, now there might be an ick or ish about it, and you do not want that. So what I can just say to you is that if you can, please, 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 please heighten your determination. And if you know me, I'm not a very determined person. I am spoiled. I am a spoiled brat. And it's not like anybody spoils me. It's not like my mom spoils me or anybody. It's all me. I spoiled myself. So all I can say is that be determined. Even this time around as well, nobody knew what they were doing. I didn't know what I was doing, but I was still determined. I was still able to find that determination and pray and pray and pray and pray. Me, I'm not a night vigil person. I've never been a night vigil person. I can count the amount of night vigils I've gone to in my life, and I slept most of them. I can count the amount of fasting and prayers I've done. All that's the kind of thing. But I do know that I pray, and when I pray with my whole heart. I pray with my whole heart. I open my heart. And this is not by just, there are different forms of prayer. And I'm telling you, even while I'm working, sometimes I'm in the club and I'm saying a prayer in my head. You don't always need to be vocal. If you can't have the chance to be vocal, be reciting them in your head, be saying those prayers in your head, and make sure you're getting closer and closer to God, whichever way you can. Because in my closeness with God, a lot of things have become easier for me to handle and to deal with. So trust in God. And one thing I said, one thing that drove my determination crazy this year was the fact that I was like, so I'll be at the airport, I'll be going back. While people are just starting their jackpot journey, while people are just going. I said no. I said no. I said no. And my imagination was like vivid. I was like, no way. I said, no, I'm not accepting that. I'm not, my determination was crazy. I was like, no way. I said, there's no way that as I'm entering Nigerian airport, people are traveling. I said, no. I said, that's not going to happen. And what I've realized about determination, because when I was growing up, all this motivational speaker talking, you have to be this, you have to be that. Mm-mm. The determination I had was for the love of myself, was based off the love I had for myself. I was like, girl, mm-mm, we're not doing this. We have, like, this is you. You have to focus on yourself. You have to fully know that if anything happens, you're the only one that is going to deal with that consequence. I don't know. I just said I'm the only one that's going to deal with the repercussions. And I said, you better work hard because nobody will work out for you. And that is one thing that shocked me as well. Once whoever has helped you to come to this UK has helped you, that is it. They're like the uni as well. You're on your own. So stop, don't wait for anybody to come and give you the visa opportunity to jump on the next visa, the next visa, and the next visa. All they've done for you is that you've come to the UK. Now it's up to you to find how you keep being legal and keep working and keep, all that is up to you. All the legal stuff, all the visa stuff is up to you, and you need to make it work. And that's one thing that I'm like, I didn't even expect it from anyone to like be like, oh, I have this visa opportunity, I have this visa opportunity. But I spoke to people, and let me just say, if you're okay with doing the care work visa and all that, speak to people and ask them, oh, do you have link, do you know anybody that any care home that is currently sponsoring things like that. Go on the visa people who can sponsor list. In fact, some people's name are not there because that list is not regularly updated. So just find your passion and go with it. I do wish you all the best, and I hope this video was able to help you somehow. I'm not feeling like myself because, one, I am trying to be more articulate. I don't know if that's correct. When it comes to speaking, I'm trying to slow down and make sure I'm completing my words. I don't know how long that's going to take me to do. Two, the weather is shit. The weather is dull. I don't feel my makeup during the winter because it just looks depressing and stuff. But I do hope it was nice enough for this video, and I do wish you all the best, and I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. So guys, I just remembered something really quickly. Most companies would want you to use your post-study first, so don't be afraid to just do it. But I also want you to listen and listen. Don't assume, but listen to what these companies say, because there's some people that are like, yeah, we have the license, yeah, you know, we can do this, we can do that. No, you want them to be able to say, we are sponsoring you. You don't want to, like, waiting last minute for mine was so stressful. It was so stressful. I wish I had just heard it from the very beginning. And don't forget, I had to fight. I had to really struggle. Do not be scared to change. If you have to, if another company is going to pay you more and do the sponsorship immediately, or has given you the yes, we're going to do it immediately, all that kind of thing, that kind of company that wouldn't wait for you to start disturbing them or something. Like, once you're even into the company that's telling you to use your post study first, you can use that time to kind of think to yourself, is this where I want to be sponsored? Is this where I want to spend the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years in? And if you even stay there 2 years and you're tired, try to find another sponsorship to leave. What I've learned about the UK is that do not just give up. It's very easy to give up and be relaxed and be comfortable with where you are, but do not give up. Do not let yourself be comfortable. Do not give yourself that idea that, oh, I'm too tired to move, I'm too tired to this, I'm too tired to that, I can't be bothered, all that stuff. Everybody's replaceable, everybody can be sent away. So just make sure that at least you're happy in to some extent. Nobody's happy doing a job that even they love. Like, everybody gets tired at the point, you know. Consider things like that and just make sure you're listening to what they have to say so you don't fall into their trap.